Hey YouTube, this is Nashtaters. Welcome back to another episode of War of the Visions. So yesterday I did not actually talk about what I should be farming on my Saturday routine. Well, today I'm going to be talking about my Saturday routine and my Sunday routine in one video, and then I'm going to do maybe a couple of attacks in arena because I formulated some strategies, gathering a bunch of information from what people have given me and a little bit of research done on my own. So let's get into the weekend farming routine. All right. So for my Saturday farming routine, I really just like to join the multi here as demonstrated, either in red, A, B, C. So basically what I do is I look for specifically the red memories that I'm looking for to increase the final job levels of my units. This is going to be very important because once you cap off your unit, you're going to get a little bit boost in stats and of course a little satisfaction that you actually finished completing your unit. And then I don't really farm anything else really on Saturday unless of course I've gotten specifically the red memories that I've received for the specific unit I'm looking to do for that specific week. If I'm done with that, I'll go back to farming my events. In this case, obviously I'm doing some raiding and then of course finishing off a few events here and there. Then on my Sunday routine, I pretty much heavily concentrate on the guild chamber because it's going to be unlimited. And ideally, you want to spend a bunch of your energy farming gold / gil as much as you can. Because everything in this game costs gil, including the skills for your units, and of course, forging things, creating things, leveling things, especially vision cards. They're going to be very, very expensive. So I always recommend farming for gil, especially if you're a beginning player and or a medium player. Now, for end game players, I think a lot of it is kind of depending on where you are in terms of finishing off your squads. Because many people at this point perhaps already have many units built, so they may not necessarily need all the gold / gil. Which is why I recommended perhaps using some of that for normal summons. Now, I know there's going to be a new event coming out next week, the two-headed dragon event, in which you'll be farming for the ribbon. That unfortunately requires lots of energy. Personally, I'm not a fan of it anyways, so most likely I won't be doing that much farming on that event. But normally if people are going for it, then I'd highly recommend that you save up your potions for that type of event. So here we are doing some arena. I'm only going to do maybe a couple. Now I have Ayaka changed to more of an offensive build. I have my Mon doing only a few skills, and then I have Orlando pretty much set up the way he was always been set up. And to show you, I'm going to show you what skills I turned off for Ayaka. I currently still have her as a time mage. No immobilize, no comment, no haze, no float, no meteor, no transposition. Reason being is I don't really need her to be using really any of this stuff. And for white mage, no cure, no Isuna, no regen, no Curega, only full life and holy. Ideally, I want her to do lots of damage. And actually, I think I did. Yep, never mind. I kept comment on because I think holy only has 2 charges. So once she's, 3 charges. So usually speaking, she won't even use all 3. But now with this new build, because of the fact that regen takes time to cast, it's really obnoxious. It's not like Agrias where she does an instant regen cast. So ideally, she will not be doing anything other than using her main heal, her limit burst in case one of these other units taking some damage. And then I have Mont set up to do pretty much only Immortal Spirit and Blade Bash. And then for Lord main job, only Jamming Edge. So pretty much he's jamming and he is stunning. And then of course I have him on the Sleep Sword, in which case he can just sleep people once in a blue moon. Now Iron Giant, I currently have it set up where it's going to be slash resistance and dark resistance. So I'll be targeting those dark slashing units because those guys hit pretty hard, and if I can get some of that resistance against them, he should be able to survive the fight. For Ayaka, currently I have her on full slash resistance. And the reason being is Siren is actually really good. And as you can see, I don't have her fully leveled up, but once I do, she should have 25 resistance in terms of against slash. As you can see, I'm completely out of the blue magicites. And then of course, I switch out to the Marlboro in case I'm going up against some magic users. But generally speaking, I don't go after magic users because they tend to hit her very hard, and of course Orlando's already weak against magical attacks. For Orlando, I have him on Odin and actually accuracy because I'm using a more powerful sword. I may contemplate in the future make Orlando more of a bruiser type, but we'll see what happens. So my main focus is go after dark slashing units and perhaps overall slashing attackers. So we did find a team that's all slashing attacks, but they unfortunately have a Mont, which I'm usually not a fan of. But looks like they're all going towards Mont because of the fact that he has the Vow of Love, which has hate, right? So we'll see how the engagement goes down because... So we got a Holy that's charged. Okay, that was nasty. Now we're gonna have to rely on the... Okay, now... So now we're gonna need the instant heal. See if we can get that off. There we go. Back at full almost. Because of the anti-slashing... Oh, never mind. Okay, so we might have a chance for a full life here. There, she only lived because of the... Didn't get a stun off. Full life didn't work, and that's game over for me. So, things didn't go my way, but the strategy was sound. I think I need another card to make Orlando more resistance against slash attacks. Wow, the chain sleeps. Yeah, the full life didn't go off. It just didn't work out this time. But ideally I could have won that fight. So we found another full slash team. This time they have some evasion units, but because of the fact Orlando is pretty stacked in terms of accuracy, we'll see how this ends up. So they should be drawn towards Mont. Okay, Poison Sting didn't do much. Alright, Crush Armor didn't kill. Holy finished her off. Very nice there. Shadow Lynx is going to probably be the most obnoxious against my team because of the Night Veil, because it just does tons of damage. So that didn't do that much damage. We'll see if something goes on here. Yeah, that's not a very lot of damage there. Stun? Yep, very nice. 284, so that's not bad. My other guys are zooming in. There we got a heal off. Back to full. Poison Sting didn't do much damage. No stun there. Finished off Orlando and going after Venera, which is not doing a lot of damage because of the slash resistance. Missed there obviously because Holy never missed, so that's kind of the thing. Boom, GG. That was a good fight. See, the plan worked really well there. And plus, I have a Holy here, right? Remember what I said about Venera in my review. Ignore Holy players because of the fact that they can just kick your ass. So this last fight, I'm going against 3 slash attackers. Their main damage there is going to be that guy. Okay, so he got the AP restore going off there. Courage, very good, very good. That's what I want. Unfortunately, that didn't work out too good. I think this is game. Wow, that's a ton of damage. You notice that, huh? Yeah, I think I lost. Simply because Ayaka decides to run off by herself. I think in retrospective, I should have put Ayaka farther away. Yeah, this is gonna be a blowout. That's a lot of damage. that? I think in this specific fight, I shouldn't have picked Ayaka, because there's no reason to put Ayaka here. I should have picked a different unit. Or at least just set her to be full support in terms of heals. Yes, that would have been the takeaway for this fight. It would be use her for heal, since all the enemies, you don't need to use magic to kill them, right? I know I haven't done one of these in a long time, but we're going to do the 10x summon free for the MR guarantee. Hopefully I can get a UR. I don't think I'm that lucky. This gold thing is not indicative of anything because of the fact that there are other pieces. Is it gonna change? Is it gonna change? Oh, nope, Grace. Alright, good enough. Anything serious out of this? Nope. And now, oh, I did get a blue one. That should help out a little bit. No, wait a second. I need light blue, don't I, I need light blue. Yes, I do. That's unfortunate. But that's all the time for this video. I will be working today, so this is why I will be putting this video up later to be scheduled on release. I hope you guys had a great weekend farming. It was a very hustle and bustle weekend. A lot of things to do for farming, but I hope you guys had a routine down for this specific weekend because of the tons and tons of things offered. Hopefully this entire week of me talking about my normal routines daily really helps some players out there. And as always, make sure you use your time wisely because that's your most valuable resource. Take care of yourself and all your loved ones. Nashtaters and his family out. Peace out.